Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to Bringing Division video. Whatever guys, today is something a lot of you guys have been requesting me and kind of asking me to make a video on, and what that is what is the best way or what is the easiest way to actually get the house in patch 1.8. Now, if you guys are new to the game, if you guys haven't really been kind of on topic of what's going on with 1.8, yes, there are new weapons in the game. There are exotic new weapons. There's 4 of them. But the best one, hands down, is the house, and this is a exotic SMG, and a lot of people have been kind of asking themselves and asking around, what is the best way, what is the easiest way to get this SMG, and what should I farm in order to get this. So in this video, I want to show you guys and tell you guys pretty much what you should do in order to kind of increase your chances of getting this SMG. So if you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. Now before we start, keep in mind this is all RNG. Some players will play one game or one match of this or that, and they will get this SMG right away, and others will play all day and will open exotic caches all day and won't even get you know, something remotely good. So keep in mind this is all RNG. It really depends all on your luck, and obviously playing with teammates and your friends will give you a higher chance because they can drop it for you if that's the case. Anyways, the first thing I would recommend grinding or doing is underground. Now, in my opinion, right now in 1.8, underground is one of the best and easiest way to get exotic weapons, exotic gear, classified gear, whatever you're doing, as long as you're doing the 3-phase kind of operations on like 3 phases, not the 1, not the 2. Obviously with the 3 ones, they're going to be a little bit longer, but you do have a better chance of getting, you know, whatever you want, if it's an exotic or a classified gear piece. Also, I would recommend doing this with all 5 directives. Now, I don't really think this has an impact too much on the loot you get or your RNG in the underground. But if you are farming, if you are already playing 3 phases, you might as well do the 5 directives. It will be a little bit harder, but you will get more XP and you can level up a little bit quicker and maybe get better loot drops. Now, the reason why underground is so good in my opinion is because 1, the hunters actually drop you really good gear. I'm not saying you will get an exotic from them right away or classified gear, but there's a lot of them. They're pretty hard to kill, but if you do kill them, they do have a chance of dropping you really good gear. Also, at the end of each phase, there is a boss that spawns, and from that boss you can get exotics, classified gear, whatever it is. And also, if you find those crates that are hidden kind of around the underground, like in the bathrooms and stuff like that, from those crates you also have a chance of getting either exotics or classified gear. The next area I would recommend grinding 100% is resistance. Now, with resistance, you do want to play with a decent team or with someone at least that knows what they're doing. Because with this, you want to go above wave 10. I think it's wave 10 or 11 where you get the tier 2 caches. From those caches, you have a really good chance of getting exotic loot, and this is actually the way I got my house. I opened about 3 or 4 of them and I got the house. Now, I'm not saying you will get this 100%. But if you do want to increase your chances and if you want to have, you know, better odds of getting it, go ahead, grind above wave 10. You will get the tier 2 caches, or if your team is stacked, if your team is really good at this, the tier 3 caches will also, you know, give you exotic, and you will also have a good chance of getting the new weapon. The final place I would recommend grinding is either 1, the contamination areas in the dark zone, or the landmarks. Now, this is actually the way I got most of my exotic weapons in the game, like my FAMAS or Bullfrog, my MDRs, my Skull Gloves, pretty much most of the exotics I do have, this is the way I got them. And although the DZ is not for everyone, I do understand a lot of people don't like the dark zone, especially with Rogue 2.0. But if you do want to have, you know, options, and if you hate the underground, if you hate playing resistance, or you have no one to play with, go ahead, go in the dark zone, do those contamination areas. I do think they come every 15 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that on the map. Or you could go ahead and do the landmarks, clear them, kill the bosses, and hopefully, you know, the new weapon drops for you. Also, I would recommend going for the supply drops in the DZ that come down every 30 minutes or so. The reason why they're so good in my opinion is because 1, you get the boss, which has a chance of getting you the new weapons or classified gear, and also the supply drop that you open has the same chances of getting you new weapons or classified gear. It really depends on your luck. Now, yes, obviously you can go ahead and farm legendary missions or do the weekly assignments for the exotic caches, but I do understand a lot of people get bored from that, and Right now, since there are so many exotic items in the game, your luck or your percentage to get the house or, you know, the big Alejandro, whatever weapon you want, is way slimmer than it was before. So like I said, if you want to test out your options, go ahead and go in the dark zone or underground or do resistance. In my opinion, those are the best ways to get the house right now. Anyways, that pretty much concludes the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trap house.